I'm here without you, baby.
Oh, we should get stuff off the table.
I'm here without you, baby. Be a star, baby.
We all right there, bud?
Is it me?
Am
I too close?
Tubsto?
No, I got both my ankle bones.
Yes.
I nominate Ethan.
Ethan can't be.
Oh, Ethan can't be?
No.
Really?
I
Okay.
nominate Kyle.
I nominate Robert.
Ethan
Fuck, I nominate myself.
Is that? I guess I don't care.
You alright? Yeah, it hurts.
I'm so sorry, dude. First, Robert smashes your mask, and then I cause you to break your ankles.
Next is my soul.
Are we streaming?
My soul's
Yes.
already gone.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I just turned it on. So yeah, I stream purely for me being able to record it and watch it again later. But every once in a while we get someone that watches, or Adam hops on and watches
Is
and
he on?
stuff. But no,
Probably not.
Dude,
My
we haven't
ankle
been on for
hurts.
like so long. Like, I would be
It's true.
surprised if somebody showed up right now.
I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
bitch.
So, a long time. You guys had followed a woman's cultist woman's advice
Yeah, fuck that
and
bitch.
hunted down a few other cultists that had backstabbed her, had taken the Stone of Galore from Grelunda's tomb, her family tomb,
Grindelheim.
taken it to this abandoned windmill where you guys fought the cultists, ended up seeing this strange, barbed, spined-looking demon or devil, not really sure, you weren't familiar with it, some winged and bony creature came to the window of the second floor while you were mid-combat and grabbed the stone, taken off in flight. You guys started chase afterwards, and eventually Notomy and Morthos, you guys kind of gave up chase, and they got away. After attempting to interrogate the woman and a backfired, very precise strike, a fatal strike.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys went home all kind of upset and angry,
Distraught.
very distraught about what events had transpired the night before. You guys spent some time in your tavern drinking heavily.
Yep.
And then all returned to your respective rooms, pretty early in the night.
I just cried myself to sleep.
Yeah, where you
Polished
either
my
cried
armor with
yourself
my
to sleep.
tears.
Notomy actually falling into full unconsciousness for the first time in our
like fucking
game.
years.
So amongst the night in your drunken stupor and sleep, your minds start to wander a little bit, and all three of you actually have some strange dreams. So Morthos, we'll start with you. You drift off to sleep, and you see, only darkness at first. Your mind's just wandering in blankness. And as time passes, you start to grow warmer and warmer and hotter. And then your vision starts to clear, and you just see pictures of the Sword Coast and Faerun, different landmarks and locations that you've seen before, that you've visited before, and they're all engulfed in flames. The landscape is burning, the cities are crumbling, the mountaintops just raise lines, walls of fire. This goes on for some time, and as your vision starts to fade out once again, you get an image of 5 horned creatures all standing together atop a hill in the center of the flames.
5 individuals or 5 horned
5 individuals.
With horns.
with horns.
Sark, you have a little more pleasant dreams, at least at first.
Stay sexy time dreams?
No, you see yourself as a child, little baby Sark running around.
Joke went poorly.
It could still be a sexy time dream. Where's my uncle in the street?
You're young, probably 3 or 4. You don't really remember this, but you feel like you've seen this before. You feel like you remember this, like this is your own memory. And you're playing, you're just running along hills. You see a large forest in the backdrop and a small hut sitting atop a hill right on the edge of the forest. You see a massive mountainscape that just covers the entire horizon from west to east, north of where you are, and just sprawling lands to the south of you. You see figures in the house, and you recognize them. You don't actually see them themselves, more like silhouettes, but you recognize these 2 silhouettes as your mother and father. Your vision starts to fade. Then it starts coming back. And this is now frantic. Your heart is pounding. You're breathing heavily. You are moving or being pushed or dragged. You're not sure through this narrow dirt tunnel. You can hear sounds of battle and breaking and fire from behind you, and you just feel yourself being scraped and pulled amongst this dirt pathway underground. And then your vision goes up. Notomy. You come back to a familiar place where it's an empty void, but there is a thin layer of water, but it's like a silvery kind of hue. Just you're walking along, it doesn't even come up above the soles of your shoes, and you see a single gnarled tree with a branch coming out and a raven sitting on it. And it's looking at you, and then in your head you hear a voice. Soon I will call upon you. And as the voice starts to talk again, this long, amorphous tentacle breaks the surface of this water and snaps up around the raven. Instantly, just you hear the bones crunch, and it pulls it down into the water. And then the silver rises above your head, and then everything goes black. And then suddenly, a single red eye opens up, massive, staring right in the center. And then a second eye, about half the size, above it, opens up. And then on each side, 2 eyes. And then another 2 eyes. And then another 2 eyes.
Do I have control right now?
No, you're just floating.
Fuck.
So there's this one center massive eye, a second large one right above it, and 3 on each side, trailing back. And the eye just stares at you. All
You said
8
3
of them.
to the...
3 to each side, 1 center large one, 1 almost as large right above it. And you hear another voice, and it says, "The Raven Queen cannot help you. Your time will come." And then the eyes blink out.
Wow, we... I
So-
wake up with a really massive boner.
You all slowly come to consciousness in a hungover stupor. Sark, there's just a massive puddle of drool, just huge puddle of drool in your bed. You actually didn't even make it into the bed, so the puddle of drool's on the floor, where your feet are up on the bed, but your face is on the floor, and there's just, you can hear the droplets of drool falling down to the first floor every now and then. Morthos, you wake up haggard, your head hurts, you are sweaty, like you've been sweating the entire night. Notomy, you wake up and your eye hurts, your right eye really hurts. And as you kind of come to consciousness, you realize that it's scratchy and it's dark. You don't see anything out of your right eye. And you reach up for it, and there's an eye patch over your eye.
What the?
Oh, yeah, Bill. Yeah, you don't know what happened, so I won't explain it to you. I know what happened, though. It's not a big deal. Don't worry.
You guys all wake up.
I mean, I go downstairs.
You can hear that the tavern has already started. You guys kind of slept in a little late this day. It's about 9 o'clock or so in the morning. You guys get your funds. You guys, as a group, get 120 gold pieces from your first week of
Sweet.
open business. So whoever wants to mark that down.
I vote Kyle.
Yeah,
did
that's
we
right, it
vote?
was.
Did we vote Kyle? Yeah. Then we
I'm-
needed to get Walker's info.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I can get it from some. I can get it from him sometime this week.
Okay.
So 120 gold pieces to the lot of you.
I'm just gonna mark it down under my own personal gold because it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And my girl's your good. My good is your good. That's the best thing.
Scarg has breakfast started for all of you guys, and he does come up to you at one point and hands you a letter, note, looks like. It's got a seal stamp on it, and he says, so Solomil gave this to me, and Donia gave this to Solomil. Some lady dropped this off for you.
Take it from his hand.
What do you have a description of the lady?
Nope.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Enjoy breakfast.
Thank you. I was about to tell him you too.
Okay.
Goes back. The seal on it, you just rip it open, and then you look into it, and it has an address.
Is it a seal of a seal?
Nope.
What's
But it's broken now.
No, it's not. I kept it pristine. I did it like I didn't say how I opened it. I just said I opened it.
I grab it from him and I just fucking rip
swear
it
to
apart.
God, I fucking
I eat
whip
the
with
seal.
my teeth.
And then you eat the pieces.
Roll an intelligence check.
It's gonna be 11.
You recognize that this is a seal of Waterdeep, so it's like some sort of official seal. You're
It
not
came
sure
from-
exactly
it's the
what
government.
it is,
Okay.
but it's some sort of official
What's
seal.
the date?
It came from
Doesn't
Scarred,
have
so
a
it
date
must
on
be
it. It
a
just
right?
has an address.
What's the address?
You don't recognize it exactly, but it's on Copper Street.
It's government.
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 Well, it's just so I know with an address.
So,
We should probably go there.
as you
Probably.
guys sit there eating your breakfast, discussing what you might do, there's windows open, there's a few patrons getting food, and this small paper bird flutters down and lands in the center of the table.
Not very gracefully, it seems.
No, not at all.
I wish it had better wings.
That's fucked up. I think it looks very great, Spencer. Good job.
Spencer, it's
No, I just meant because it
fantastic.
couldn't fly. God, that wasn't. This is really good. I could never do this.
I'm waiting for you to
Here,
open
I know how to.
Just a YouTube video.
You just pull it, pull
Took
the-
me like 20
the-
tries,
the-
but I
the-
got
the
it
wings,
eventually.
The wings, pull the wings.
That's
Heard
not-
this.
There you go.
That's not.
That's not it.
That's not it.
Okay.
You pull the tail and the head.
No.
Well,
Can I try?
The body.
Okay, you want me to get started for you
Nope.
guys at least?
I'm gonna try.
Oh.
Let me try.
You're not. You don't want to push that in
Let me try.
anymore.
Okay. Oh, wait, I think I got it. No, I don't have it.
Let me try. Hold on. No, Spencer, shut up.
And then I gotta try before you do.
Okay, what would you guys like to do?
Try and open this thing.
This is what we're doing.
So you guys are just spending some time trying to unfold this.
Very carefully because we don't.
Big brain! Big brain, do it.
No to me. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, you got
Big
it.
brain!
Should have
That
did it.
wasn't
Big
the
brain!
Should have did it from the
But
head.
that was a
Big brain!
It's only because I helped you.
9.
Okay.
I figured it
You
out.
do recognize this. You don't know what form of magic it is or how it's actually done, but you do recognize that this is a magical device called a paper bird. And you write a
It's okay,
message
I got
on
a
it,
big brain.
folds itself up, and flies off to
Just
the
keep
direct
telling yourself
center,
that,
or
Dave,
to
because
that,
the more you do
Got
it,
a
the
big
more...
brain. Got a big brain. Orc have big brain.
So the half orc was able to do it, but
Orc have big brain.
My head hurts, okay? It's been a long night. I don't want
Sark
to
have big brain.
I'm never going to
Dan,
sleep
wanna
again.
squeeze
I'll
my ear
just.
one more
I
time?
agree with you.
Sorry. Thank you.
Sark have big brain.
So, Sark, big brain.
Big brain, Sark.
What is it?
Sark can't read.
I'll read it.
That's my backstory. You can't look at that.
My companions, Morthos and Nonami. I'm so sorry, Sark.
What?
This isn't for you.
Oh.
That's okay, I'm big
Sorry,
brain,
big
I
guy.
opened.
Sorry,
You
big
did.
guy.
You did. Good job. My companions, Morthos and Nonami. I can't say that we formed a lasting bond, but our time aboard Sea Sprite. I'm gonna stop talking like that. But our time,
Avast ye matey, our time aboard. I can read it like that if you want.
but our time aboard the Sea Sprites was some of the best of my
I
life.
think he was a pirate.
I came to consider you both as friends. A concept new to me. Growing up in Kalimshan. Kalimshan Desert, there weren't many souls to meet, and those I did feared or hated me. Something I'm sure both of you have endured throughout your lives. The big city life just isn't for me. Too many eyes staring and judging, and so I took back to the seas, leaving the only two people I could call friends behind.
This is your
Okay.
character.
I'm pointing
This
to
letter
him
is from your last
Okay.
character. Yeah.
because I don't remember his name.
So
I'm so
say,
sorry.
look, last part again. Sorry.
And so I took back to the seas, leaving the only two people I could call friends behind. Because of you, I have started to form new bonds with the crew aboard the Sprite. Captain Yay! Captain Dudermont is just
It's okay, you don't like me. It's fine.
is a just and honorable man. He judges those by their actions and words, not by their skin color and lineage. I've taken a liking to Dara. She is quiet and shy, but in these past 10 days, I have seen her inner fire. During our battles, I'm hoping so. During our battles out on the open seas, I have seen her intelligence and destructive power, and more than once, she has saved the lives of us all. But not this time. Something is wrong. She has fallen weak and ill, all while the sea sprite is being courted. Is that correct?
You mean someone's trying to fuck the boat?
That's. Ethan's just like, I'm not having any of this shit, man.
It's not what's happening. It's the letters of power.
We've been hunting the pirate Captain Tusktooth,
Yes, keep going.
Yeah. Keep going. Yeah.
taking his vessels down by one, and it seems we've caught his attention. The captain himself has arrived aboard this ship, the Depth's Fury, along with more of his vessels. Sea Sprite has taken severe damage. It's the creases. Severe damage and our main sail is down. We were able to escape the initial ambush, but it won't be long now. We are slowing down and taking on water. Tusktooth is not known for his friendly demeanor, and so I write this letter hoping it makes it to you. Thank you for showing me friendship is possible and opening my eyes to the world I wish to fight for. Pirates are closing in. I go now to fight. Sorry, I'm laughing. Stop!
I'm laughing at the music.
I go now to fight for the Captain Dudermont and take the crew of the Sea Sprite. I believe I will be with Saloon soon, and so this is farewell. Thank you, my friends. Came.
Okay. You could say that he came and went.
Good.
So, just in regards to your first initial comment, he never really met you. He did very briefly for like one session, I think, and then he went off and did his own thing in town. But you were aboard. Kane was aboard the boat with you guys for quite a long time before you guys came to Waterdeep.
He came here for a good time, not a long time.
How long?
I'm sorry. He's just too good looking to look at.
I know. It's really difficult to keep looking at him.
This is helping.
You guys got a new haircut?
There we go.
It's okay, Kyle. It's okay.
Do you know how long these things take to get to people?
Carol, intelligence check.
Or
Arcana check. Can you see if I know? 19.
They don't travel very fast, so however long the distance is.
He's out at sea, right?
Yeah.
That's probably, I'd say, at least a day or more.
We need to find somebody.
With a ship?
Well, I mean, that's the second thing we do. The first thing we do is find somebody capable of tracking where this came from.
Okay.
Because if we just go out in the middle of the sea, because I'm
knowing,
sure you're
not knowing where we're going. Yes, we're not gonna.
You're already on board with this.
Yes.
I can see that. Hey, you want to go be a pirate?
Oh, hey, Silverfinger's here. Silver.
No, he's not.
Oh, fuck.
Silverfinger comes at the end of the day when it starts getting rowdy.
Yes.
Every
That's
single
not
day when you
the
ask.
that's not the expertise that I'm looking for. I'm
Well,
looking for
no, I'm
somebody.
just saying he knows people. You could have pointed us to a direction of somebody.
I know somebody.
I actually know somebody that might be able to help us.
Oh, well then I'm all aboard.
Okay. You know what? Fuck it.
All aboard, sail
What?
away.
You want to come with me?
Yeah. What? Was I
Alright.
not coming with you?
We need to go to the docks.
Let's go.
We're going right now, or we're just
I
gonna say
literally,
fuck it to everything else?
I literally chug a beer and just like, let's do it.
I mean, do you want to do anything before we get? Because we're not going immediately out on sea. That's
We're
a
going
bad
for a
idea.
good time, not a long time.
But I'm gonna go look for help. Maybe
Oh.
we might be able to get a little bit of help on this.
Okay.
I feel like this has everything happens for a reason. So like this happening is just like something we got to do. before
And I'm
we-
totally not just trying to rocket us towards the storyline, but I love what's going on here.
Oh, I like this
So-
too, but
I'm down for anything that's not the depressing storyline. we just failed
I also
miserably
just think
at.
that I feel we just need to do this. Like this,
And it is compelling.
It's something that came before us, like at a time when we were like,
Yeah.
But we should help our friend out. So.
Exactly.
So where are we going?
Going down to the docks. I need to meet a few people. I need you guys to not look super conspicuous, but just kind of just chill, just relax.
Okay.
What?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Can we give him like a piece of cheese, like over his face?
That will make him walk off into the distance, and then we're never gonna find him.
What if we just like kept it to keep him walking with us, but at one point we'll just put it up so he can't really go anywhere.
So
And
he's just like this.
He's just like up, like yeah, like trying to get to it.
I don't know. I think he's smart enough to
Okay.
hold still for a few minutes.
Sark had big brain. Sark undid that when you could not.
I was
true.
hungover.
To the docks.
To the docks.
You guys gather your things, start heading towards the docks.
Yep.
Go to the docks that I did the last meeting.
To Docma.
So you go to the ship that's docked, one of the two ships that's docked there in the
do
harbor.
that to me. I know
Dock.
And it is the Eyecatcher and the Heartbreaker are one of the two ships.
I think wasn't it the Heartbreaker?
Oh, either one of the two. I don't know which one you went to exactly last time, but both of those are docked
Haven't played it?
in the harbor, and the third one is out in the wharf. The Hellraiser.
I'm trying to get you in.
I'll go to the Heartbreaker.
Okay.
On approach, is there any guards or anything?
Yeah. There's constant. You see humans and half elves walking around.
Guards of.
I want to see.
What's that?
Honey.
Nice. That's what I thought.
What?
Honey, tub of honey.
What's that have to do with the game?
Huh? Sorry. I'm just gonna walk right up to the edge of the whatever you call it,
That's
ramp.
like
Yeah, getting up to the boat. Yeah.
Yeah. Does anyone?
Not how you spell went.
Yeah, there's a guard that kind of looks over towards you and kind of has a confused look on his face.
I need to meet with the Hellraiser.
The captain is not aboard the vessel right now.
Do you know when he will return?
He works in his own ways. I can leave word that you wish to speak with him.
They're expecting me,
Oh wait.
somewhat.
Hey.
Yes.
You do have a ring. If you don't want to just wait for him, you can just talk to him directly if you want.
That is true, but I don't like bothering him that much.
Just say.
How about the captain of the Heartseeker?
There's no out of game. There's no real captains of the other two vessels. Like there's people that do the ships, but the only captain is Zardoz,
It's the captain of the fleet.
and he's the one of the captain of the fleet, Hellraiser, the one that you want to talk to.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe I'll come back soon then. Thank you for your time.
I will leave word that you are looking for him.
You know who I am.
He just nods.
I guess we'll just
I'm Batman.
we'll wait for a while. I don't know how exactly to get a hold of this guy without it. I guess I could call on him, but I've already fucked up a few times. I don't really want to piss him off.
Well, I mean, honestly, we don't really have time.
That's true.
So, I mean, sometimes you just gotta do it and fuck up.
I grab the ring, rub it a few times, and in my head, I guess.
You just think about it.
Think about it.
I mean, you can say it as a gateway.
Say Beetlejuice.
25 words or less.
Yes.
Hey, I got the message. It was a little bit odd. I'm gonna admit I don't quite understand it this time, but I have a request to make. Can you see me?
You get a definite feel that message does not make it through.
Oh. I do not know where this man is. This man is not on the same plane, or somewhere very, very hidden.
No, he's not on the same plane. It only works if he's on the same plane as
Unless
you.
someone's actively trying to block something like this.
That's true. Somebody,
I don't know who you're
which is
talking
weird, who would block a message from...
He's very important.
Well, if he's very important, maybe somebody monitors what gets to him and doesn't, but I don't know much about that, so... Do you have any other ideas?
Chuck Clouds?
Do we know anyone else that has a boat?
That has a boat? I mean, there's that one chick that we went to originally to get the stone from. She has,
Grundle?
like... Yeah.
She does not have a boat.
She doesn't have a boat, but she has a mechanism that takes her underwater and, like, through the sea.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because
you guys saw it.
Yeah. Like she literally showed it to us and was like, "This
Big
is what
steel crab looking like.
yeah,
thing.
this is like she said this.
Oh
is
yeah,
what-
yeah, yeah, yeah,
This is what
yeah.
she uses.
The
to go-
original bitch on the
Yeah.
docks. Not the bitch we found in the tomb, but the bitch who sold it or steered us towards the tomb.
Oh, Grant. God damn it, you guys got me fucked up on that name.
Grindel.
Grinda.
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 I wanted to call her Grindel again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yes, Grinda.
That is actually a problem. I should probably stop doing.
That's
that.
why I tell you guys not to do that.
You,
You don't remember
should.
their names.
You should let me see that ring.
Hasn't it been used for the day?
There's
No, you
no.
can just do it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can just
fuck,
do it.
dude.
Yeah,
It's just
I
the thing.
I put the ring on and I call out to Grinda
Okay.
just to see if I get a response. I'm just like, Grinda, it's Morthos. We met prior a few days ago.
Hello again.
We're in need of your vessel. It's an emergency.
For what purpose?
A friend of ours' ship is
Don't
sinking,
die.
and he may be in trouble, and he might die. He's a dear friend to us, and we want to go help him out and rescue him.
My vessel will not get you anywhere close to where you need to go. This is not a fast-moving vehicle.
I mean, just getting there would help. We don't care. Like, we're just trying to get there. Like, honestly, I know it's not the fastest thing around, but
Do I hear this?
Yeah, if
you
he's
hear me talking.
It, yeah.
Yeah.
What did she say?
She says it's not the fastest. It won't get us there because it's not the fastest vessel.
I don't know that she's. I feel like my lead is probably going to come to fruition.
I'm sure, but I mean,
I mean, look at these two boats, and I point to the Heartseeker and the Eye Catcher.
Eye Catcher, Hellraiser, and Heartseeker.
Yeah,
Right, but
I'm gonna ask for one of these. I doubt I'm gonna get one. But I'm
That's-
gonna ask for
I
one.
mean, that's fine, but right now it's like I'm just impatient with how much time we have. Because, like I said, that
You can tell by how fucked up that note is that it has been floating for more than just a day. It's
Yeah,
probably
that's why I
been
said-
floating for about a 10-day.
oh, see, that's
So if he was sinking at the time that he wrote that, it sunk.
Mm-hmm. It's over. Whatever happened is over. We
Okay,
have to go
okay.
find this shit. We have to find him. We have to find some trace of the crew, and our only lead is the fact that some fucker called Captain Tusktooth has our friend. Or
yes, exactly. I was about to be like, for all we know, he does take captives, and he happens to be one of them.
who knows?
Who knows? But until we go out there and find out, like, we also not only that, now we have to look for the ship that we know nothing about, that we don't know what it looks like.
How about this? We have an address. I don't know what that address is,
Hmm.
but I'm assuming because
Pretty sure you guys forgot about that already.
What?
No.
I haven't.
Skarg said that it came from a lady, and I know that we didn't make a very good impression on that cultist lady, but she might be thinking of helping us, and that address might be for her.
Scarred suggests we go to the address.
Okay,
Yes.
I tell him the address.
I don't know when my IQ dropped to like 1, but
Or when your voice changed yet again.
Yeah.
So it's the address is on Copper Street,
It's always been Sark's place. What are you talking
which is
Well,
close
it's
to
been
where
like
you guys
that.
live. Copper Street
I thought
is
you
this
were,
long running street
Oh, I
right
thought you were
there.
Oh.
So you guys end up coming
No,
up to
that was-
about right
that
here.
was-
So you're close to actually your home, your tavern. It is an old abandoned theater.
Oh, shit.
You guys
Yeah,
see
it's all-
that it's closed up. It's got like boards on its windows and all that kind of stuff. The street is fairly busy. It's not packed or crowded right now. It's about probably 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Is there? So it's boarded up. Is the front doors like closed, boarded up, or?
You can see that it's like closed, boarded up, but it's not like sealed closed. You can probably still easily just walk in.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just walk in.
Just walk
about?
right
I just walk in.
Okay. Alright. So you guys walk in. This
As we walk in, I go, "Lady!"
God.
street.
She doesn't need a doorbell for us.
Nobody needs a doorbell. when it comes to
Electricity
us.
hasn't been invented yet.
Nobody
It's a
needs.
bird.
It's a bell.
Bell.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang.
Oh, yeah, I guess you could go the literal doorbell.
So you guys walk in. You see that this place is dusty and dirty. It looks like it hasn't been used in quite some years. You walk yourselves down through the seating area, coming up close to the stage, and it's quiet. A few rays of sunlight kind of poking in from the holes in the roof. A few pigeons kind of flying off, scuttering around. You guys see some movement behind the stage curtain, essentially, and a woman floats out from behind. You see her wearing these elegant...
Literally floating?
What?
Literally floating?
Literally floating. You see her clothing drifting above the ground. You can't see her shoes or her feet or anything like that. She's wearing these long and elegant white and gold robes with red sashes and a red inlay. She's got her hair up in a braid, kind of a circular braid. She's an older woman.
Definitely not the cultist lady?
Definitely not the cultist lady. Sark, go ahead and roll a intelligence check.
15.
15. You recognize this woman as the current Open Lord of Waterdeep, Lariel Silverhand.
I immediately get on one knee and I'm like, guts.
I get down on one knee too.
I do my bow.
Okay.
But first ask you, like, who is she?
She's the Open Lord of Waterdeep.
Okay.
There is no need for that. I thank you for coming, all of you. I have had eyes on you and been watching you. Vajra told me about you and the deeds you have done in saving Raynar. And I know what you are trying to do now.
What exactly is that?
Saw your
I got chills.
failure last night.
Mm.
And
I shed a tear.
I wish to aid you.
No way.
That cache of dragons cannot be given to the wrong hands, and I think you will do what's right with it.
What?
The cultists that you are after are holed up in an old abandoned tower in the South Ward, near the walls of the City of the Dead. And I believe they plan to take it into the City of the Dead on this night.
Oh shit.
Interesting.
So, may I ask how you... The information is most appreciated. Was there anything else you were aid us with? Because we're kind of short
She
on
reaches
cash.
over and grabs a rum and coke.
And
Her brow instantly furrows when you say that.
We're okay.
it's more, I just don't want us to
I
die.
will
We're okay.
Oh, no, we're
wish
not.
you to allow a asset of mine to aid you.
Yes, of course.
She kind of turns her head back, and would you describe yourself?
I'm a half elf, about 5'9",
Move that over to me.
140 pounds. I've got green eyes, fair skin, black hair. I'm wearing studded armor. I have a silvered short sword in my sheath on my belt. I've got a hand crossbow on my back.
What was your name again?
Elar Leodun.
Pilar, yeah. And yeah, so she, as this half elf walks out from behind the curtains, this is Elar. He is one of my eyes within the city walls. If you would allow him to help you, he will come on your journey. He also knows the location of the tower the cultists are hiding in.
Oh shit.
Yes, of course. Any help is much appreciated. I could not stand another failure like last night.
It was indeed a painful failure, I'm sure.
This is very difficult to watch.
Do you know anything?
You're telling me I was there.
You talk very loud.
I do.
As his voice rings across the theater.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate your help.
Haven't helped you yet.
Her help.
Assistance.
I'm not talking to
We
you.
appreciate
Yes.
your assistance.
Thank you. What time? Do you know anything
How
about
do you
their
do that?
movements, their plans for movement, or?
All I know is I believe they have plans to take it to the graveyard tonight.
Okay.
Not sure where, but within the City of Dead.
Why
From
do I
our-
feel the need to tell you my dream?
She throws it out again.
Please don't tell. Let's talk later.
She's
Vajra
lovely. Look at her. She's
Vajra did not
beautiful.
mention how strange you all were.
I'm surprised she did not, honestly.
It's not just me. Don't you dare just point your finger at me. But
Him.
anyway, I'm gonna show.
We'll
you.
talk
It's
about
okay,
that later.
Sark,
I'm
big
I'm
brain.
quiet.
Okay. All right.
Sark, big brain.
I wish you the best of luck.
Can I ask him? Would he know more about the situation or about the situation? the cultists.
He knows everything that I do about the situation.
Fantastic. Thank you for your help.
She nods her head and she floats back away. You guys are now standing in this theater.
LR.
Theater.
LR. Do you actually know shit? Should I actually be asking you
You
questions?
should ask him, but
Okay, got it.
if they asking me,
Ask him. At him.
So LR.
or you can ask me and he can.
See, you have to
Yeah,
face
I
him,
can tell
but
you.
actually talk to him.
So LR.
No, don't look back.
Anyway, from our understanding, the cultists move specifically at night. Would that make the daytime kind of a good time to go ambush them? Do you think we should even try?
You think?
I mean, that's information that's really on your own because you know that they're planning to move the stone to the City of the Dead sometime this night.
Mhm.
Don't know if that's right when night falls, way into the night, whatever.
So you
There's-
asking if we should hit at night?
Is it true that the cultists specifically move at night, and is it a good gamble to think that we could get there during the day and surprise them?
We have relative information that our sources have told us that that they're moving the stone tonight, and we'll know exactly where it is tonight, not today.
Okay, so it's probably
Sorry. So, you know where it is today.
Okay.
You know it's at
It's
this
in
old
the
abandoned tower in the southward. It's somewhere right below the City of the Dead wall. So it's somewhere like right around here in the south. Or
Okay.
Tradesward, sorry.
I was gonna say Southwards like way down
yeah.
there. I was gonna bring that up earlier.
Tradesward. I misspoke. So it's somewhere right along the wall of the City of the Dead in the Tradesward. You know it's there right now. You also know that it's being moved at night. Not exactly what time at night, but it leaves you two options. If you want to go into their hideout and try and ransack their hideout, you can do that and attack during the day or right as night falls, whatever you want to try to do. If you want to try and get them on the move, you know that they're moving tonight. So if you try and set something up tonight in an ambush type scenario, you have either of those options.
I think it would be good to use the nightfall. That is where where skills are best used. I think.
your face hasn't been seen by these cultists before, has it?
That I know this.
His face hasn't been seen before by many people. I'm assuming this. I don't actually know.
What do you have in? What's your input? I see you itching over there.
I know. I just think we should fucking get it before they move. Because what if we don't know who really has it while they're moving? Like,
I'm
how
basically
are we
of the
gonna,
same mind. However, I do like the idea of an ambush.
I do
as
too.
well.
I like the
an
idea
ambush.
of using
I
this
just
guy
don't-
who's probably more experienced than us.
I'm not. That's not what I'm going against though. What I'm saying is like I like his idea of like at night because his skills. Those are his skills. I'm not gonna like.
What are
go-
your skills?
I'm not gonna stray away from his skills.
Nunchuck skills, bow hunting skills,
skills.
So you can
much
say
those
it in
skills
game
you
terms
need.
if you wanted to, or you can say it out of game terms to make it easier, whichever you
Yeah,
want to do.
out of game's cool.
I relish in the fact of sneaking up on somebody. That's where I'm most deadliest. I'm not good at head on. I relish in shadows.
We have a friend kind of like you.
I also like
Yeah.
relish.
Okay. See, okay, look, that's.
You see the aneurysm building up in Nonami's brain.
You can see it.
I do. See, no, like I like his idea of like I like the idea of being able to like use him at night, where it's like if we can ambush and get him to take out as many as possible, because he's that skilled. At least I believe he is. That's beneficial, right? But at the same time, it's like I would hate for us to ambush them, and it'd be a decoy, and the real people with the stone happen to be going to the spot.
Do I know where it's going?
No,
Or
Do you
just
know
like-
the
no.
route
All I know is
that's
it's going into the City of the Dead. And
Okay.
yeah,
Excuse me.
Maybe we can do some recon during the day to use our time wisely.
Do you have any resources or people contacts in the guard that you could use?
no,
Okay.
We've exhausted all our resources trying to find it.
yeah. Essentially, what you have, you've already gotten that. That's how you got that information.
What about on the verge?
What about on the verge of nighttime? Sunrise. Sundown.
Dusk.
Sorry.
Dusk.
Dusk.
Well, what I'm thinking here is that we know where the tower is. So one thing would be to watch the tower until nightfall and then watch who leaves. But then that leaves open the possibility that they could send a second contingency after to throw anyone off. I don't know that they're that smart or even that coordinated. The other option is to stay at the City of the Dead and watch as they come. But
are they just going back to the exact location where we saw them take
he doesn't know. We don't know where.
We don't know
We
exactly.
just
they're
know
going.
it's
That's
going
okay,
into the
that's
city.
Yeah.
See, that's what I don't
Assumably
like also.
the
I
cash is there.
I like his plan of scoping out the place during the day, and then I think we can just I think we can formulate a better plan from there.
Presumably,
Scoping out
if
from
they're
the-
in the trade words and they're going to the City of the Dead, they're probably just going to go straight.
One would
What?
assume.
Yeah.
Roll an intelligence check.
It's early in the morning. Why don't we run back? We should try to actually. I should call
Just
out
straight
to him.
intelligence.
I can call out to him right now. What if we got more hands to help us? I know we want to keep it covert,
18.
you know,
Ooh,
but
So,
Silver Fingers.
a
and
good
his
assumption
friends.
of yours.
Good extra
having
hands.
already eyes
Good,
on the
but
place.
too many.
Seeing it before.
What about-
you have a thought that they probably have a tunnel or some way to get into the City of the Dead, not through just
Not
the
through the
standard
streets?
entrance,
Okay.
because the gates close at nightfall and shut off the City of the Dead because the dead do walk at night. And other things happen and stuff like that. So at nightfall, the gates close and it is locked off. If you're inside
Figures.
when the gates close, you're stuck inside to the next day. So you assume that they most likely have some way to get into the City of the Dead,
Okay.
probably from their tower.
Maybe they use the creepy flying fucks to get in during the nighttime.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised
And-
about that either.
Their tower is right up against the wall.
What
of the City of the Dead?
Yeah.
They probably have an entrance through their tower underground into the City of the Dead.
There's always this option, and I clap my hands, and then I'm wearing the garb of the lady that the
garb?
cultist garb.
It's out in the open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aren't we still in
okay.
the theater?
We're still in the theater.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you haven't left the theater. All right, sorry.
Yeah. If you're doing
Whoa
that,
there, Turbo.
Yeah.
you should take the ring with you. And if you're gonna,
I'm suggesting that we all do this.
oh shit. Okay.
We all disguise ourselves? How do you plan on disguising me, sir?
He's got a point.
Well, A, you'll keep your mouth shut, and B, we'll figure something out.
How about
Neither of those are very good.
I know.
what about if two of us stayed outside the tower, not far, two of you went into the tower, or two of us went into the tower, and
He says it's up against the wall of the City of the Dead, so
Right.
potentially the two
What
that
if
are
they just have a
outside-
hole in the wall?
no. I think two people should go into the City of Dead, lay low in the City of the Dead. That way, if two people go into the tower, and you find a secret entrance by chance, or if you know that they're just fucking gonna meander around the fucking whole wall that or something, you can let us know. That way we can either break left, right, or fucking north, south to where you're going or where you think they're going, so we can meet you there, or like run straight into the tower. And
LR, how are your are you good at infiltration?
Yes, that's one of my specialties.
Okay. How about disguises?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's one of my specialties.
that's what you do.
You blink and he's someone else. Whoa!
But you do it by natural means, not magical. So, like, you've experienced magical disguises.
Oh
but
my
you generally
gosh.
do it through normal.
going to be your master of disguise. Does nobody know that?
Yes, we all know.
Oh my god. Was it just terrible?
It was
bad.
pretty,
It was just
it was pretty bad because I don't recognize it.
Master of disguise.
Turtle.
Am I not turtle enough to be in your turtle club?
Yeah.
Now I get it.
Yeah, that was a good time.
How do you feel about that?
Terrible.
About infiltrating the tower.
Yeah. Because I mean, if you're supposing that there's a tunnel of some sort in there, so
And it'd be the City of the Dead. It would take us weeks to find
if we were to
their actual entrance. if we were to
reverse
search
look for it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be wise to infiltrate their tower in some way or shape or form. Given that I know the tower
Mhm.
or seen it in
I think
is
like
there only
YouTube.
one door?
Yeah, there's only
That's
a
what I
single
was- I
entrance.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
And I'll just stand with my shiny armor. and-
When you've watched it, you've seen, you know that it, like walking in there ain't gonna be a walk in the park. Like there's probably quite a few cultists within there. No one going into it looks like they're a cultist walking into it. You know, they're not all fucking gothed out and shit. And
Just emo kids.
yeah.
Fucking spectacles.
But you assume that there's either some sort of like hand code or password that is said or used when entering, or perhaps magical means to get in the door. No one just like walks in.
But there's pretty much only one.
There's
way,
only a
one
single
way.
entrance. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know that it's at least 3 stories, possibly 4, if it has a cellar or something like that. So.
Did we ever get the cultist woman's name?
I don't know.
Do I need a name to use the ring on her?
I mean, you have to be familiar with them.
Familiar with her.
I think we did get a name. I think we just didn't give enough of a fuck to remember it.
What?
Probably.
Anybody got
I mean, do you
notes?
remember it?
Yes.
No.
Give me a second. I have so much shit written down.
Then look it up. Mr. Biblioteca.
That's the one thing that I didn't bring.
Donde esta la biblioteca?
It could be Durnan.
No.
No.
It could be Valia.
Valia.
It's
That's her?
Valia.
Yeah.
Okay then. Wow. Good job.
Yeah, I got fucking hella notes. Trust me.
All right. Well, I've got a name and I've got a face.
Yeah, you sent her a message before.
Did I?
Yeah.
After your horrible failure. That's right, I just have to remind it like that.
There's actual tea in this.
Did we have a?
If there's anything that you want to like text me, you're more than welcome to text me
Yeah.
too.
I might do that.
So there was a cultist woman that we ran into the other night. I'm sure you're probably familiar with that.
Yeah, her name was Jeffrey. Yes.
I know that.
Yeah, you're familiar with
Everything.
this group of people after the stone is a cult of Asmodeus.
We captured her kind of, and then kind of let her free because she was going to help us go kill the people that had the stone. She's off doing her own thing now. I think she's separated from this sect. I'm not exactly sure.
Well, they did try to kill her.
They did try to kill her. She was very upset about that. I don't know that it's okay to trust her, but we might be able to ask her what the entrance code is.
What if they changed
If she's
it?
a part of that cult and.
You look so serious when you're saying this.
Serious.
He's like, yeah, she's.
If she's a part of that cult and they're trying to get this pile of gold, I don't think that she is going to share that.
Probably not,
And she
but
probably knows the plan of going into there.
potentially. As far as we could tell, she cut ties, or they cut ties with her. We're not quite sure. They just wanted to leave her for dead.
And so she's totally like she's not part of the cult anymore.
I don't know about that. That's in the
We're not 100% sure.
what he said.
So it could be a hit in the dark.
Yeah.
It's a shot in the dark.
So what you guys doing?
I mean, I thought we had a plan and you guys were gonna infiltrate, and then I was gonna.
I mean, it's kind of hard to infiltrate without a means.
No, just show me like, yo, bitch. I mean.
No. I was actually thinking it's still early. You could try to scout and see how others get in. Or you could time it to where you guys kind of just nonchalantly show up with 2 others or whoever.
Oh, hey,
At the
you?
same
Yeah,
time.
I'm coming in too.
Oh, hey, man, what's up, dude? Oh, dude, I remember you back in the day.
Hey, sometimes you just
No,
need to
I was
fucking
just saying,
do
yeah.
it. Sometimes you just gotta do it, dude. You just gotta like act like
a good
nonchalant,
plan.
say some simple shit, and go in.
Do I still have? I mean, that's a question that I could answer. I don't remember. Did I take her symbol of Asmodeus? Because
No,
Glad I did.
I did.
You did?
I have.
You took a symbol of Asmodeus, not hers.
Okay.
Probably from the dude that I just fucking like pulverized his face.
Oh yeah, I do have one though.
Okay. That might be helpful.
We
could-
it out of my backpack.
This group?
No.
Okay.
Just
We
show, hey, I'm
No.
in, bitch.
No.
We could potentially take a bit of his plan, go scout, and wait for somebody else who's going in. I'm going to look like this, and I clap my hands again, and I look like a beggar, a human beggar.
Arms for the poor.
I could look like this. Maybe you could do something similar, and then when other people are trying to get into the tower, we could hijack the moment to
Mhm.
get in. I'm not sure how to get into this building. That's kind of the problem here.
Maybe we can start heading that way, and I can find a dark corner, and you can become a beggar, and these two can hang around the corner. Maybe.
Well,
This
hopefully,
one
because
further.
we're gonna need.
He's really shiny. So,
yeah,
I'm really
he's-
shiny and I'm
stay-
really loud.
We
Stay
really
here.
don't want him to be.
He's
Just
got
here.
massive full plate armor that's
I'll just jog into the city of the
Shiny
dead. You
gold.
guys like message me when you're ready for me to do things in the city of the dead. Dead. That sounds like the only useful way I'll be of any useful to you
I-
guys.
Any useful use of usefulness.
Yeah,
I think we should go and scout the tower just a little bit.
Okay.
And,
Um,
at least until lunchtime.
Sounds good to me.
I'll go scout out the
Ooh.
entrance to the city of the dead.
Ooh,
Okay.
how many tieflings are in this following?
A lot.
I could just walk right up and act
Maybe.
like I'm a follower.
out of
Nice.
all the people that you have seen, not a single one of them is a tiefling.
No, that's true.
Wow.
Also, within the city, you know that there's thousands of people within the city. There's probably less than 100 tieflings.
That's right. Forgot about that.
Tieflings are super rare.
Forgot about how rare I am. I'm
You're a rare one.
super
You're a
rare.
collector's item.
And you're probably just about the only drow that walks among the streets.
I got
Or-
big balls.
Or
Big.
I put the two front guards to sleep.
What if they're like two guards?
Typically.
What if it's like guards
Outside
for
of the
like
tower?
for like a
No.
dorm party and they're just
Oh, well, what the fuck?
Still on the microphone. Let's game plan, team. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, what are we
We're
doing?
heading toward the tower.
Yeah.
And-
Okay. So at this point, I've assumed you're at least walking in that
and
direction.
Me and Sark
I
are headed
was
straight
gonna
to the
say,
tower.
I'm
You guys
gonna
are
go to
gonna
the
hang
city
out
of
in
the
the
dead.
corner.
No.
Why are you in
None
the
of
city
me,
of the
because it'll still be nearby and it's not as far away as here.
It's fine. Just let him do. He's fine. He's
So
okay.
I'm just doing my own thing, or am I
You
following?
can do your own thing. You can hang out
You
with
follow
him.
me?
You
follow
guys,
them?
you guys should.
You're doing
scout
recon
the-
right now,
Should,
so-
should scout the city of the dead. Do a little bit of a game.
All right, we
plan,
scout the
lay
city of the
land
dead then.
there
Okay.
if-
We're gonna
if
scout
we
the
were gonna-
city of the dead.
So you guys are gonna start going to the city of the dead and start checking things out.
Is the
We're gonna
tavern
look
on
for
the way?
any kind of secret
Ours?
entrances.
Well, you guys were
Secret entrance? No.
you guys were like right here, right? So you can walk over to your tavern and then walk down. Like
Is
this
there like
the-
a bar
is this
on
the
the way
leaf?
there?
I'm sure.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Is
go
this
into
a
a
secret
bar.
entrance?
Okay.
As a
No,
beggar
this is
still.
bridge.
It's
I'm
like
gonna
2
grab-
seconds later.
So you go into a bar.
Okay. Walk up to the bartender. Hey,
Yes.
I need something real strong, real smelling.
He gives you some ale that they get from Gonkelgrim. It's called Gutbuster.
Ah.
Why does
I'm
that sound
familiar
familiar?
with
Because
this.
it's dwarven ale.
I just put a single gold on the counter and take it. I chug just like a couple swigs, not to get like super
Your
drunk.
throat fucking burns.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
And then I kind of like rub a little bit of it around my neck and stuff, just to
Okay.
get real stinky and say, "You want any?"
No,
All right, sounds good.
pairs me.
I just chuck it. I don't care.
Okay.
And then
Bartender's like, what the fuck? As you're leaving.
yeah. My disguise is complete. I now smell like a dirty hobo. Let's do this.
We're just like.
So for right now, you guys are just gonna
Single
go
battery?
checking out the
Should
City of the
battery
Dead,
inside here.
going towards the southern area of the City of the Dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception or investigation, whichever you'd rather.
20.
It's pretty nice.
I'll
Pretty
take
early
that.
in the morning right now. Actually, no. It was about 11 when you were meeting. By the time you guys all get to your places and do your things, it's about noon.
Okay.
High noon. 20. It's high noon.
Perception?
I'm glad I remember
Perception
most of
or
my
investigation.
bonuses.
I read online once that Matt,
18.
Matt plays Overwatch, and then every once in a while he'll over comms go, "It's high noon,"
Yeah,
and everyone just
scare
freaks the
everybody.
fuck out.
Yeah, it's funny. There's an interview where he talks about it too.
That's awesome.
I saw that interview.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, so for right now, you guys are gonna start searching through the City of the Dead. The two of you, what is your game plan?
I'm gonna find a nice, really dark corner somewhere around the tower where I can see preferably on the same side of the street as the tower.
Okay.
On a shady corner where I can see the front of people walking into the tower.
Okay.
And I'm going to park my ass across the street from whatever their doorway is, and look like just a drunk beggar begging for money. I'll set down a. I guess I don't know if I have. Do I have a hat? Have I always had a hat? I think no. I have a feather. I have a feather. I don't have the hat yet.
Yeah.
I'll just sit there and kind of hold my hand out, kind of like drunkenly, but I'll have my water skin in my hand, pretending like it's booze.
So let's have you roll deception, and
I'm
you
gonna
just
have my cloak of Elvenkind on it.
yeah. So you just roll stealth, because you're more out in the open, kind of just disguised, and you're kind of hiding in corners.
14.
14 for your disguise or deception.
20.
20 total for your stealth. Okay. And then let's have both of you guys roll perceptions as well.
Oof. 3.
16.
Um,
I want to count everybody that goes in.
yeah. So you guys sit there for, let's just say, at first, you guys are there for about an hour.
Okay. I want to specifically look for any.
In that first hour, there's people walking on the street. Not a single person enters or leaves that tower. You want to go for a second hour?
Ring of Sending, how long do you want to be here? It's in your head. You don't have to speak.
I think we should give it another hour.
Okay.
So it's 1 o'clock right now.
Yeah, it's about 1 o'clock right now. Another investigation or perception for both of you. And then you guys also perceptions if you're going for another
Fucking
16.
22, bro.
hour. Alright, 16, 22.
Give me something good.
15.
11. Wait, 9, 10, 11, 12.
It was like 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 4,
Roll another
5.
stealth for me as well.
8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 9.
And then they
It's
get.
not like I remember. God.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, they get disadvantage. I get advantage on stealth check.
Oh wait,
that's
no,
not
you
bad.
don't
Okay.
get advantage. You
When I'm
just
hiding.
when you're hiding. Yes.
That's not the song. I'm not thinking of the song.
It's also
thinking
in the
of
boots.
what?
I was talking about
I was thinking
Nice.
about the IT crowd. There's just like.
Oh,
29.
7, 1, 1, 3, 6, 7, 9,
So
4.
you get a little cocky. You sneak up a little closer. You pretty much come up right to one of the edges of the building. You're watching the streets. You had seen where Ariel had LR had you see where the mermaid chick that's like where he originally went to go hide, and then after about the first hour and you're talking with him, you notice he's gone. Like, you know, you're used to sneaking and being in the shadows and stuff. You have no sight of this guy. You sneak yourself up. You notice that there are no windows on this tower. You see a few like arrow slits placed up higher within the tower, probably third
Straight
floor.
fucking tower fortress.
Yeah, it looks very much like a fortress. You get all the way up to the walls and you like listen in as best as you can. You can't hear any sounds, but you do start to hear vibrations. These are thick walls, and you can tell that there is a decent amount of movement and things happening on the inside of the wall. But still, within that second hour, not a single person enters or leaves the tower.
So it's about 2 o'clock right now.
It's about 2 o'clock right now. The two of you guys have been searching for about an hour. Initially, going south, Sark, you kind of, started looking. You're familiar with the City of the Dead. You've had missions out here before, and you've done scouting out here and stuff. And it's a beautiful place in the day, especially during the summertime. You start kind of pinpointing. You can't see where the tower is itself, but you had gotten an idea of where its positioning is. You kind of find where it is along the wall, and you start to search from there. About an hour into that search, Morthos, you start to notice some like foot traffic. It looks like the dirt has kind of been, patted down a little more than usual, not on a typical pathway. And you start kind of trailing it back. And you lose the trail every now and then, but you have a good idea of where, if these people do have a tunnel. Maybe it's these people, maybe it's someone else, but there is some sort of entry or exit way near this area, and you're confident.
I turn to Sark and I'm like, hey, there's these footprints here, and I keep losing them once in a while, but I seem to find them in the general direction that they are. We should follow them, but also keep a lookout on like a secret entrance around these footprints.
I agree. Which way are they going?
That way.
Which direction is that?
They're like it's south-southeast.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
you're
South-
down
southeast.
Boston.
Basically, the DM's saying you can follow the tracks if you want to.
Yeah, pretty much. It doesn't matter.
Well, I wanted to get my bearings.
Yeah.
Sir.
You're in the southeast section of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So I keep a look, like while trying to keep track of the tracks.
Okay.
If they haven't ended yet, looking for.
Let's have you both roll one more investigation check then. And what are you guys doing? It's been 2 hours now. Fuck.
At the end of the hour, so it's been another hour. I have no idea where you are now. You're really good at sneaking. What do you want to do?
I know.
That's the only reply.
I hear a lot of movement in there. It sounds like there's an army packed into a shoebox in there.
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
think we should. I don't think we should go in there. I think we should.
Metal Gear?
Probably.
We should look.
That's really appropriate.
We should help Sark and Morthos
State of
in
Decay.
the city.
You should get Sark and Morthos, sorry. And then-
We should meet them in the city
Okay.
and
Of
help
the
them look.
Okay.
City of the Dead. Kiss.
Yo,
So glad you're not here.
yo, Morthos. Where exactly are you at? We're coming to you.
I look around and I'm like, I'd say we're southeast of the cemetery. I'm following some foot tracks right now. They might lead to a secret entrance or not, but I'm looking for one right now.
I'm gonna assume he meant he's in the south
East section.
east section of the City of the Dead, where they are. So
Can I just kind of like walk by, like right up?
I'm assuming at this point you guys have probably walked away a little
Can
bit.
I like sneak up behind him? And
I
just go,
start
go.
walking.
Yeah.
I start walking towards
Roll
the
stealth
City
check.
of the Dead. I maintain my drunk demeanor though.
Yeah.
13 plus
Yeah.
10.
So you're there and your disguise still kind of like looking out of the corner of your eye and stuff, and like you've been sending your message back and forth to him and then to Morthos, and then you go back to him and you don't hear in your head, you hear him like vocally say like, all right, let's go, and he's like right behind you.
As the shiver runs up my spine.
Shiver me timbers.
All right.
With the both of your investigation checks,
16.
you aren't able to determine the exact location of where this path is coming from. So they don't even look like real footsteps. It just looks like maybe a pathway has like the dirt is patted down a little heavier than normal. People have walked along this, but it's not exact footprints. So there's places where there's overgrown grass and all that kind of thing. You have a good area where you're like, if people come through, not through an entryway, this is probably one of those entryways. You could try and go and find another route if you wanted to, but you're not really able to find more on this path. And you had just
I
gotten the messages from.
feel
Nozomi.
like we should break off this path a little bit.
Why?
Just because if somebody wanted to, if I wanted a secret entrance here, I'd want it, to be, broken off the path.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I think we should look within visual distance of the path. We kind of
Exactly.
mentally mark where the path is and we
Right.
can kind of look around that
Yeah.
while still being within a visible distance of the path.
Yeah.
So like I said, this isn't like a regular pathway. This is a path that you guys have just caught.
Yeah, I
on.
know.
Okay.
Yeah. Like,
I
but
just want to
I'm
kind of
still-
take a mental note of
Yeah.
like what's around this
Yeah.
path.
Yeah.
So we can kind of keep like around like where the last time I was on the path.
Yeah, because
And then
even
look
if,
around there.
even if this is like a path that not everyone takes, maybe it's a path that somebody would like want to like nobody to really take, but then once they're on it, they like
It's obviously not the path.
yeah.
You know, more taken.
For sure.
Exactly. That's what I would like. If I wanted a secret pathway, I would want it to be a path that's not really taken,
Yeah.
and then I could easily like if I don't see anyone break off like left or right to my actual destination.
So, after some time, you guys get back to them, too. But what were you
Okay.
saying?
As we're walking, I'm gonna lead him through a alleyway just real quick, and as we're walking through the alleyway, I'm gonna drop most of the form. I'm just gonna keep the light-colored skin, so I now look like a half elf
Okay.
as opposed to a drow.
Okay.
And as we continue walking, do you think that we could find any correlation between Lord Neverember and maybe something in the City of the Dead to give us an idea as to where he might actually be keeping this cash, so we know where they're going potentially?
It's a hard one. That's a good idea, and your character admits that that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But any information that you've tried looking up on that, there's nothing obvious that's like, oh yeah, you go to this, and if it is, it's somehow super hidden.
You go to this tomb. And
yeah.
It's,
So the Neverember catacombs are known to everybody. Like it is a place that you can go to, and you know that is the place. If there's other things that have affiliation with him, they're buried in the books, so you can potentially find it out. But it'd be a bit of a research.
A long, arduous process.
Yeah, or it'd just be very costly.
Well, I feel like we basically have to hedge our bets on catching these people in the City of the Dead.
I think so. I think we should definitely look around the City of the Dead, at least until the beginning of dawn, and scour for a place to hide
Dusk.
Dusk.
We should not be
Dawn is the
together
beginning of the
scouting
day, not the
for
end of the day.
through the City of the Dead
The dawn of the dusk.
because
The dawn of the dusk.
it's a
Through the dusk is
it's
dawn.
a kind of a big area, so the more eyes around the City of the Dead, the better. Just being able to shoot a signal to each other, or maybe not getting attention to ourselves at the same time, would be very useful.
So you're not here, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
Of course, it's free. I can see.
You're just kind of like
Kind of,
talking to
yeah.
the air beside me.
If you
like,
forget the
what are you
name
doing?
too, because that's what I thought you were.
Hello?
Yeah, okay,
I've actually
I thought you
I've
said
actually
they
got
caught
his
that
name.
one? Okay.
Yeah, it's
LR.
LR, yeah.
LR, the letter L, the letter R.
No.
I also was kind of playing around with this idea earlier, and I know this is probably not something very clever, but could always just try blowing the tower up and then, like
I like
get some
this plan.
dynamite.
I out of nowhere, I'm just like, blow up.
Every time there's an explosion in the city, I feel like the city gets way so much involved, and I feel like we don't.
Yeah,
bad idea.
We don't
knowing
need
that that's
kind of
right up against a
exposure.
wall and that there's city guard along with the city watch, that, yeah.
I just don't like these people, and I figure if we could get them out of there, the sooner the better. But maybe even light a fire or something. I don't know. Did you see any holes that we could shove things through?
There were little slits, but I mean you could barely fit a finger into it.
And it was about 3 stories up.
Fair enough. I guess it really is coming down to just hoping that we catch them.
Yeah, it's that thing is a straight fortress. It's not a tower. It's a fortress building.
Okay. Well, let's skip ahead to when we
So
meet
you
up with them.
guys eventually, make your way back up to the City of the Dead. You guys have moved away from the path. You're trying to stay. You go back more towards the central area of the City of the Dead to meet up and discuss your findings. Yeah.
So, Morthos, I'm gonna keep my ring because I love this ring and I think it's pretty great. But I think you should hold on to this for now. If you find anything, because I'm sure we're going to split up later, based on what you said outside game.
Well, I didn't mean to. I thought it was
It's
gonna
fine.
be
It's fine.
so-
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just joking. That'll give you the ability to at least get a hold of me somehow. it's loud and blaring. Please don't blow that forever. I've used it to torment you a little bit, so I apologize. Just be nice.
Okay.
That'll give you one way of contacting us.
Right. Okay. So, like I said, saying that I said it again to when you guys are actually here. I have a way of alarming somebody, but everybody needs one.
I think we should go in teams of twos.
I was just planning on yelling.
That's why I gave him that.
Yeah, just come with me. We're good. Just don't yell.
Hey, look, a leaf.
Whatever you do.
Wow!
It's so beautiful.
Is this the secret entrance?
So,
you guys
Stop
inform
saying
them
it
of your
out loud.
findings?
I do inform you of my findings of pathway.
Potential pathway.
Potential pathway. That's
Is
not really footprints or like people's.
They're coming
like,
from
feet.
something, but they're not.
It's more of just it's been walked on many times, so it's
Not many
just,
How fresh?
Nah,
Are we-
I'd say it's not super fresh.
Yeah.
But it's like it looks like a path that's
Clearly something.
somebody is like
Yeah.
derived.
Not
from
even
an
clearly.
actual- yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it looks like that there has been some foot traffic through kind of this general area. It's not really like a path or anything like that. It's just you guys can kind of tell. I'm saying it's a path
Yeah.
for just the description, but it's just kind of this looks like it's been walked on a little bit.
Like the weeds have been parted a bit more.
Yeah.
Are we,
As if
are
the
we, are we
ghost
right there?
is-
Or
No, you guys walked off to a more central area of the city just to meet up and talk. And then you guys can go back out to do whatever you want.
go.
have a
It's
good
about
time.
2:30, getting close to 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Do you want to go look at it real quick? Do you think you can?
Do you want to have a look at it?
I think we can go scour and then we can kind of make a circle of the city and before dusk.
Yeah, the city's pretty big, but I mean, you could do a full loop of the city in probably 3 hours or so. You know, moving quickly.
I don't know about a full loop. I think our
Yeah, we think we should stick to like the
Nearest
southern half.
just
Power.
southern half. Yeah,
Yeah.
southern
Hemisphere of the
Yeah.
city of the dead.
Circle.
Yeah.
You mean a
Okay.
sphere?
So you want to go check the.
You do have a big brain.
Big brain!
You guys want to go and check out the kind of walkway or pathway that they noticed? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys walk back down, and with them pointing it out to you, you do kind of see the same thing. You see along a general area, the most obvious where you see it is kind of this circular clearing. In the southern region, there's a little more trees, heavily forested, and being in the summertime, you know, they're full. But you can kind of see in this clearing, you can kind of see that like it looks like. Not animal prints or even footprints, but it looks like this has been walked. And it's not just like one line, it's spaced out throughout this clearing, but it looks like this area has been walked at least a few times, probably recently.
Can I have a perception check?
You can see it if you want to investigate it, try and find it further.
Can I
Yeah, you can
investigate
investigate it, yeah.
Investigation.
There's difference.
19.
19? Okay. Yeah, you're not really... You can tell that it is fairly fresh, probably within the last day.
Does it look like it can be followed or meandered? in some
You
sort of
follow
way?
it a good distance, probably 100 feet or so, with this kind of clearing being right in the center of it. But in both ways, you lose it after about
It
that
just kind of
100
goes from
foot.
like a main to like a main.
Yeah, because the beginning of it, the southern end of it, comes from nowhere. It goes towards the wall, and you lose the trail, and you're not sure exactly where it goes to. And the northern end of it walks forward and is heading in the direction of a main pathway into the city of the dead. So a heavily walked, dirt path, stone path. So you assume it kind of connects into that, but you don't actually see it connect into that.
I think we should look in like the areas of everywhere where we lose the path, where it just kind of seems like it just kind of disappears.
Can
Is there anybody around?
There's a few random people walking, but there's no one like right nearby you. The City of the Dead isn't like there's like maybe a few people having picnics and stuff like that off in the distance, but there's no one right nearby.
on that path that I was on.
Can I do a perception for anybody hiding around?
Sure. Yeah.
I want to walk along the path, but I want to look to my left and right, and I want to see if there's any sign of like someone breaking off, like a broken twig, or like a broken branch, or like something that makes it look like they went that way.
14. Yeah, you don't see anyone like hiding in the shadows or like watching in on you guys or anything like that.
So,
What's your roll?
Perception.
you think this clearing area might be
Or no, investigation.
the path, like the
3.
where they come from?
Total
I think
3,
it's
okay, yeah.
that's a different.
So
Hold on.
you see multiple different walkways, but all of them go in the general same direction.
I was gonna see if I could check one of the dead ends. Just like kind of like look in the general area.
Southern end or northern end?
Southern. I have low hopes because I have -2, but
Perception.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
9.
I need your help.
Yes. I'm like looking at it.
Let's take a leaf. It's quite interesting.
Two twigs.
See that clearing that you guys found in the grass there?
Yeah.
Can you
That
go,
one.
Can you like jump up and down a couple times? Just a couple times. Don't do it too much.
What? Do
I
it.
jump up and down as hard as I can.
Okay.
Until someone
And
stops
I've got my
me.
head like right next to the ground.
I just kind of like hop around as I do it.
Sounds solid.
Sounds solid.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm still doing
enough.
So our tower is like right
It
here,
could still
Yeah.
be solid,
and we're like
even if it
Stone.
doesn't.
Yeah,
even
you're
if it doesn't
generally.
move. What about air?
Move your hand for a second. So your tower
like you could
is
see, like you could see.
your tower is somewhere right around here, and you're generally in this greener area of that little pocket right there. Yeah, so you're in that area of the City of the Dead. Like I said, it's heavily forested. There are some tombs scattered about that are just randomly plotted, but then there's the big catacombs, more or less in the center of the City of the Dead.
I think maybe we might want to take a look. See, do we see the path towards like heading towards the north? Does it kind of end like around one of the catacombs?
No. So, I said the southern line of the path.
Oh, that's right. The northern one ends on a path.
Yeah, the northern one, it doesn't even end on a path either. It just goes in the direction of a main walkway. But
Yeah.
you don't see it connect or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, here's a couple ideas. We should make it look as though we're not actually looking for a something here. So, do anyone have a cloak or anything they want to set down on the ground real quick for me? No.
I just lay down nonchalantly. I'm just like, oh,
All right.
yes, what a wonderful day.
a cloak.
Just some. We're gonna look like we're having a picnic.
I pull a chicken leg out of the
I
I'm gonna
sit,
have this for a few days.
I'll allow it.
I sit down next to him. All right, come on. Just-
I'd take
You
my
guys-
cloak off
Are you guys
and
just
lay
passing
down
the chicken
on-
leg
No,
around?
I'm just eating the chicken leg. Just me. It's a
I'd
really
lay
good
down
chicken leg.
just for me.
Okay, yeah.
It's a
I
diagonal leg.
folded it up so man.
Yeah.
I don't know who's watching, but I
Nice
just want to
leg.
make sure that if anyone did see what he just was doing, that jumping up and down nonsense that I told him to do.
LR had kind of taken a look out. There doesn't seem to be anyone watching you guys.
We don't know that though. The tower has slits
True.
in it.
But no, the tower doesn't go over the City of the Dead wall.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Well,
City of the Dead wall is pretty tall.
still, I would like to give
Be
nonchalant.
nonchalant,
Yeah.
That's just. You have
So-
my vote.
Do we have any points of view that are up in the air, somewhere pretty high, maybe from here? Nothing.
Other than a tree, but the trees aren't very tall.
Okay.
Are they? You said they're really full. Right?
They're full right now, though. Yeah, yeah. It was just, it's like just come into summer. It's been about like 2 weeks into the summertime, 3 weeks into the summertime, so they're pretty full right now.
I just.
I think we should go to Scour a little bit since we have because it's like 4.
About now, it's about 3:30. Yeah.
I think we should scour a little bit more
As
on the southern end.
Sorry.
Around those bubbles, those 3-4 bubbles around that one that we were looking at.
Uh huh.
I think we should scour those a little bit.
Look at
As,
the tombs or anything. I'm thinking.
Yeah, we can scour around the tombs. We still have some time. Doesn't look like there's any traffic around really that's paying attention.
We do know what the Stone of Galore looks like because I believe we've had it at one point.
No, you never had it. You saw it for a second.
Saw it for a second. So would Sark be able to remember what that looks like?
Oh fuck no! But I was gonna say, I'm gonna pray to my god.
Oh.
I'm gonna pray to Timor. I'm gonna sit there and just think,
God damn it.
Think a little bit. I'm gonna think a little bit.
This shit works. He's surprisingly.
Just wait
effective.
till he gets divine intervention and it actually works.
It's gonna hurt.
I'm gonna pray to Timor to give me luck in finding what I most desire at this moment.
Stop looking at the bugs.
Does he say that out loud? Do you say that out loud?
No. In real life, I'm just like.
I was gonna say, stop looking at the bugs. You might find what you look for.
While he's rolling, so there's this one time where Sark prepared this speech for the group because like they were tearing each other apart, and Sark like he needed to tell these guys this thing, so he out of game literally prepared this speech, and he said in game he prepared it too. And he was like sitting there reading off it. And it was a great speech, and at the end of it, he like dropped it down, and Nonami and Northos were sitting there with their mouths hanging open. Nonami grabbed the piece, and it was just like random
Scribbles.
shapes and scribbles and stuff like that. But he was reading off of it.
And it was very, very good.
It literally took so much out of him that immediately he just fell to the ground and collapsed.
I have to see.
Not only that, but he has prayed to his god before and done some crazy shit. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, it failed, but it wasn't my fault. It failed.
yeah.
What would the bonus be for that?
Oh, you don't roll.
Oh, I thought I rolled.
No. I said this isn't you doing anything really. This is just you praying.
I'm just
so
kind of praying and seeing how I feel.
When you get divine intervention, then you roll for it because then
Okay.
you can see if you have influence on getting your
Yeah.
god to influence you.
Just kind of praying, seeing how I feel. See if Timor is finna be down.
You hey Timora, finna bang.
Well, then, okay.
I kind of molest my armor a bit while I'm.
So you sit there and you pray to
You see me at one
Timora.
point.
Did you did you pierce your armor?
No.
Like, so the armor just has nipple rings.
Yeah. No, the armor just has like little nub nips.
Just
little-
little cutouts.
Yeah.
So you sit there and you pray, and you think you feel a connection, but you don't really get any answers of what you want most, but you do get this feeling, and it's this intense feeling of calmness and patience.
I like open my eyes. I'm like, guys, I'm not moving.
You're,
No, I'm chilling here. I'm good.
You can.
You guys will figure out
hold
what
on,
you
hold
want.
on.
Wait, hold on.
Wait. Wait. So I don't know what she said. Obvious. I believe that you connect with her
I'm
now.
just real calm right now. I'm good.
Can you at the very least move like 10 feet over there or something? Just not exactly on this spot.
I guess I could.
Okay.
This sounds great. You think?
It's like, okay.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.
So what you're saying here is that
I'm
we
just
need to
gonna kind of like rest against like the nearest tombstone.
so we
gonna
just
chill out.
relax.
Be patient.
This is the clearing that you were
Hey,
talking
this
about.
looks familiar. This is where I lost my life to 3 dragons.
What?
Baby dragons.
Yeah, I lost my life to 3 baby dragons here.
What?
When we went camping, we did a little one shot.
If you guys shut up, you guys going on.
Yes. So, Sark's just chilling. The pathway generally goes from somewhere around here and kind of continues out over there. So that's where you guys are right now.
Where am I?
I'm just gonna.
Wherever
I'm gonna
you
move
are.
right here. I'm gonna move right here, and I'm just gonna lean up against that bush. I'm just gonna like chill next to that bush.
Kind of just really,
George
really
W.
calmly,
Bush?
just kind of take your shoulders.
I'm gonna call this bush George
And
now.
just kind of like walk on like back here.
No.
It's
No.
calm.
No.
It's calmly.
No.
Calmly.
Right here.
Calm.
Nope.
Everything's okay.
Nope. Right there.
Everything's
I'm
alright.
gonna lean up against that rock.
You can still see it.
Do you guys want to do anything? You want to go search anywhere else? You want to go do anything?
I'll be here. You guys can do whatever.
I feel like staying right here is where we need to be, just because.
Every time he does something like this, it works out in our favor, and I really hate that because I don't want to listen to a god. But hey, he's got a point. Trust me. I'm obviously the most sane out of this group.
Yes. Big brain.
He's got a big brain. It's really scary. Yeah.
My minus 2 intelligence.
Much
Is,
of it.
Yeah.
My minus 2 intelligence is big brain.
If you'd like to go take a look, I'll come with you. We can go investigate something.
By the way,
I'd like
as
to
I'm just
just kinda
relaxing
walk
and
around
calm,
the-
being patient, I'm
walk
still
around
playing
the
the
clearing.
time around, but not for anything. Just kind of like.
But just kind of
praising
scouring
her.
for a
It's a
good place to
homie.
hide,
Yeah.
maybe until dark.
Okay. You might also want to find a nice spot to chill, too.
I'm now sitting on top of the rock.
I climb a tree, Spencer,
Like
Okay.
meditating.
where I can see like this open area.
Which tree do you climb?
This tree right here.
Alright, go ahead, put yourself right in the center of that tree.
Yeah, I'm sitting on this rock meditating.
I'm
With my
looking down
plate
at-
armor.
I'm looking down at him, just like
I fart
That-
like
You
at
were gonna
least
go
once
recon
every
a little
5
bit more?
minutes.
Yeah, I wanna.
I try to
Good
hold
place to
myself
hide.
in the
Yeah.
tree, like oh my god.
Preferably like somewhere over here.
You were just looking for a place to hide.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really lots of places. It's heavy
Where's
foliage
the
and
best place?
Foliage.
foliage. Yeah, foliage.
Foliage.
Foliage. Yeah.
All this aluminum foliage.
Can I?
Um,
How long? Let me take my disguise kit and just really fucking
Disguise yourself
go to
as a
town.
tree.
Okay.
Like glue.
Hell
Just
yeah.
kind of like, I mean, you probably wouldn't even, for
Ooh.
natural disguises, you probably wouldn't even need to use anything in your disguise kit. Just use stuff in the area. So find some dirt and rub it on yourself and some leaves and kind of just.
Can he apply that to other people?
Yeah.
No.
Yes and no. Like, he can kind of help you, but it's your own role.
I was gonna say like
Why not?
Huh?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they're
You
like
can
the
make him
ones
look
that
like
are
a
still
rock.
like.
Got my name on it.
okay.
Yeah.
I
mean, obviously, you
Sark
need
is
to like
shiny rock.
know what to do with it.
He'd give him advantage in
Yeah.
aiding him, but it's his role.
Okay, there,
Right,
that makes
but
sense.
it wasn't for me. It was for him to look like a rock.
Sark
Do you
is
want to
shiny
be
rock.
at the end of this pathway in the clearing or the beginning of this pathway in the clearing? Because if you're assuming they're coming from the south and walking north,
South is that way.
south is that way, and north. I'm north. Yeah. So
The DM is always
I
north.
thought
yeah.
because you would. Okay.
Did I?
I thought you would like put your characters there
Uh-huh.
because you're over there.
Oh no! Yeah, no. I
Okay,
move
but-
them. Yeah.
DM
I let
is
everyone
always
else
I wanna
move
be
them.
like over here.
Yeah. So yeah.
When it starts
one
getting
of the best-
like darker, I'm gonna kind of just like get off the rock and just kind of like hang out in between this tree and this bush.
Okay. Are you doing anything else? Or are you just chilling
So-
and waiting too?
That's what I'm waiting to talk to
Okay.
everybody about.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that they're coming from this direction. This is the direction we think they're coming from.
While you discuss this, let's take a quick break.
Oh yeah. Bye bye.
encounters with what walks here at night. But okay.
I mean,
calm and collected.
it's
You are.
Yeah.
it's all we got.
I have full trust in my God.
Full trust in your
She
Let's
told
do
me to
this.
feel calm, collected, and patient.
I need to
and I am
grab
calm,
one
collected,
more
and patient.
thing. You guys have been chilling. You searched around a little bit extra. You weren't really able to find any other obvious or not so obvious paths, rather. The obvious paths led to specific things, to certain tombs or headstones, so, off the beaten path. But this is the only one that kind of stands out to you guys. So you have been chilling here for the next 3 or 4 hours, kind of getting ready for your battle plans. So go ahead and make sure you guys are all on the same page.
Yeah. Wait. What's going on? Why didn't?
Yeah,
So-
where are we going? While
so we
guys
moved
were
you
talking, I was
because-
meditating.
We moved you because we want. I think that we should do kind of a pincer type move, where he's obviously going to be in the rear with the gear.
Yeah, he is.
You can sit in your tree if you want.
I'm in that tree then.
You're
Like it's fine. Like I just wanted to know like what was the game plan.
the game plan is. Once they're in the center of the clearing, I'm gonna walk out and I'm gonna say "Boo, motherfuckers," and then hopefully Sark will run over and stand next to me and look real intimidating, and then we're gonna initiate killing them.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, I'm gonna be attacking from the far end at
Yeah.
all times.
I'm going to maybe give a little bit of
Although, shouldn't we
diplomacy a
let
try.
him attack first? Because that way you have sneak attack.
Well,
yeah, let's let him get sneak attack.
He's
he can get it regardless.
Well, he's
in-
hidden, so yeah,
he's
it doesn't matter.
He's good.
Yeah.
But I don't expect them to agree to give us the stone after.
I was just gonna kill him
I mean, yeah, but I'm gonna say some shit and see if they'll.
while I'm killing him.
Honestly,
straight kill.
I can.
Just give us the stone.
I just want you to know that you should let me scare the shit out of him.
How?
We're both pretty much equally as good at doing this, except I just happen to be a bit better at convincing Spencer to be
Yeah.
to go with my shit.
I just think I've gotten better at it, but yeah, I agree with you.
I'm not saying that you can't.
No,
I'm
I
just
know.
saying like
It's fine.
There, your mom's house.
My mom just moved the floor.
Hey, I love your Corolla and everything.
I know. I was actually checking my character sheet, sir, because I don't have it with me.
yes, sir,
That's not. I wasn't gonna give you shit for
Yes,
it.
sir.
What the fuck?
sir.
I'm not like a square or anything.
I'm not a square or anything.
I'm a circle.
Bitch, I'm an oval. No, I was gonna say I love your Corolla and everything, but if you don't straighten up that fucking face,
What do you mean?
like your lights, your like lines, and everything.
The angry lights? I like it like that.
Alright, yeah, do you, boo.
I will.
Do you.
Okay.
You've always been doing you.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. I just see he's just gonna kill me. Every time I look at that card. I love your mod, by the way. I'm gonna go get one this
I
weekend.
thought you did.
What?
I thought you had it a while ago.
No.
I mean,
I think I said I was gonna go get one.
unless you want to, fork out another $700 for me to get new headlights with brackets.
Maybe for your birthday. Whoa.
So,
I mean, it's not like I haven't already given you $1,400 for your birthday.
We're rolling.
you guys have your plan?
I believe so.
You all ready and waiting?
Yeah, let's do this.
Also, remember, it's not so much an intimidation or a scaring. It's
Intima
just
fuck.
if I can't intimidate them into giving us what we
I'm
want,
the fuck. You're the Intima.
I'm gonna kill them.
Okay.
We're gonna kill them.
Yes.
Oh. So you guys hunker down.
I have all my blasts for my wand, right? Because new day, woke up,
I
recharged.
believe you have to roll for it.
Okay, can I do that
Because
real
it says
fast?
roll for it.
Can I do that real fast? Can I do that real fast?
What would have happened at the beginning of the new day, yeah?
Do you want to hold on to that horn, or do you want to give it back?
Quick question. Could I put this on my short sword?
No.
Or is this just like a...
That's
this is just a
specific to
dagger?
that,
Okay.
yeah. And like I said, that kind of goes along with your sheath, so it'd be like a thing that you might throw, and then it will return back to you.
I got
Can I come to that
Huh?
with my sheath?
Yeah, it would have already been attuned to it, yeah.
I got 4 charges back out of 5.
Okay.
So there's one already still gone.
I know what you have, by the way, and that's fucking dope. Just listening to what you
I'm
just said.
gonna cast.
The dagger.
No, I'm not gonna cast that yet.
Did
I'm
you
gonna
have a
wait.
feast?
Just
Huh?
fucking
Did you have
huck
a
'em.
feast?
No.
Just huck 'em all the time.
What the hell?
I don't know how your hucking skill is, though.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be the same as your regular attack.
Oh.
Well, I'm assuming something's gonna happen because I hear attacking music.
It's supposed to be suspenseful music.
Yeah,
Gosh.
butterflies and stuff.
I got a raging.
So, let's go ahead and start with everyone rolling a stealth check for me.
I got my.
And you have disadvantage.
I've got my cloak. Ooh, so glad I have a cloak on.
11.
Hold on,
19.
I can't remember. What skill set
25.
is stealth?
Dexterity.
Dexterity? Okay. 6.
So shiny.
Just so goddamn
Even
shiny.
the stars shine.
Any bit of the moon shining.
I'm like
through
trying
the-
to hide behind that like statue, but I'm just
trying
like
to
overcome the statue.
How do you hide?
I hide. Lahaina.
Heineken?
Heineken?
Now let's have everyone roll a perception check.
This I'm kind of good at. Crit. +2.
13.
24.
7.
You guys have been going over your battle plan, getting ready, getting set. You've been in this area for the past 3 or 4 hours, kind
I
of
like what you did with the flag.
over and over again in your head, planning it out. The sun sets, dusk ends, it starts to get dark. After about an hour, you guys start to hear movement and groans of the dead that walk among the city. Off into the distance.
Minecraft.
Fuck!
You gotta have a Minecraft soundboard.
After about... This is not what I want. After about an hour more, it's about 10 o'clock at night, it starts to get eerily silent around you guys. And you guys start to hear footsteps approaching from the south.
From here.
Sounds like
From
crunching
here.
noises.
There. Yeah. Somewhat like crunchy noises.
That's south.
This is really tense music, but it's like too tense for the situation.
I know. I wanted like
Just put on some
just
Metal
kind
Gear.
of on edge tense.
Just put on
Like,
anything
Just put
Metal
on
Gear.
Sims
I've got
music.
playlists that are set up to be like certain moods, and sometimes certain songs get crossed over in them. And
I just
not...
always like it when Sims music bleeds.
There was like a good span of like 3 sessions where Sims music just was
All the time.
non-stop. Every other song was fucking Sims music, and I'd catch it every once in a while, but usually it wouldn't be till about 2 minutes the Sims music song has been playing, and I'd be like, what the fuck is that?
It was pretty good.
Damn it. So, yes, you guys start to hear footsteps approaching from the south.
I think out here.
Yeah, you actually see them.
Does you
and,
sees them?
Does you see them? Would you do
Quick
me a
wee wee.
favor and put the 3 of them
At the edge?
in this corner right here? Kind of in a triangle, like 2 in the front, 1 in the back.
With the Delta formation.
Yes, so you start hearing movement. You guys chilling and waiting?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
They
sticking to the plan.
continue moving forward.
I
They
silently
get about
thank
right there.
my thank Timora.
Yeah, here?
If they get there.
Can I see him?
No. You have no visual of anybody.
You know where I am.
Even if I have superior.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've dropped my disguise by now.
Yeah, everyone's stealthing too. So like you know where he is,
Mhm.
but you hope that you can't see him because if you can see him, others can
Yeah.
see him. You do see Sark. Hey, you're pretty sure you see Morthos, but not 100%. Sark, you're like, yeah, there's Sark.
As the moon drifts by, it just glints off of his armor every so often.
Like in Lord of the Rings, off of like the elven silver. Yeah, just like that.
So the three of them walk up. They kind of come to the edge of the clearing and they stop. They look around. One of them kind of leans back. The one in the front leans back to the one on his left. Roll a perception check for me.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
24.
Was that a crit?
Well, 19.
Okay.
You hear a very hushed tone. We're being watched.
Oh shit.
And then they continue moving forward. You do see the one on the left move his hands, do something. Not sure entirely, but you see something go on with his hands. Yeah, just a little movement, and then they continue walking forward slowly.
What's the...
Any further?
They essentially just continue moving in the general path until something.
Do I hear anything at all behind me?
No, you do not.
Nothing. I haven't like it.
I'm calm and collected.
Just all of a sudden here.
Hello.
What's up?
Oh, okay. What are you doing?
Once they're about
Oh.
there, I say.
Oh.
This is when I spring the trap.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Alright. I made meatloaf. Alright. Drive safe. Love you too, bye.
What happened?
She's doing inventory by herself.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Alright. So, once they get to that point, I'm going to start walking out.
Okay.
Okay. So, shall I?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to...
Do you want to roll anything for that? Stealthy? Or you just want to walk?
Is my stealth still...
Anytime you move, you need to roll stealth for it. And technically you move at half your movement speed, so it'd only be 15 feet.
Is that because of the difficult or sneaking?
This just sneak. You can't move full speed and sneaking.
You're rolling a
Sounds
dangerous dice
sneaky.
there, buddy.
11.
I think it's rolled twice.
Oh.
It's a 50-50 die.
It's a top down
21.
dice.
Yeah.
21.
21? Okay. So, yeah, you move forward a little bit. Stay pretty quiet.
Once they reach that point, I put my hand, or I do disguise again, except this time I'm going to mimic the hat of Darlaxle and use my feather. I step out to about here. Do they react to that at all as I step out? I look unthreatening.
They all kind of stop and look at you, a little confused.
Ho there. How you doing tonight? Looks like you're taking something of mine to a place where I'd quite like to know where that is. You're surrounded, obviously. You've probably figured that out by now.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
I dodge it deftly with a 6.
Everyone roll initiative. As you're talking and you say that you're surrounded, the one in front weaves a few arcane symbols, mutters a few abyssal words, and sticks his hand out as this deep red flame burns around you. You take 4 points of radiant damage.
I'm really excited about my initiative. Can I tell you what it is?
Yeah.
It's 21.
Damn.
I literally
24.
thought you were going the opposite way with
It's
that.
a crit plus 1.
24.
Okay.
13.
Damn it, I'm
4,
really excited. I'm really excited, Ethan.
15,
They have tang.
15.
With some tang.
Tang.
With some fifth tang.
Okay.
I thought you said Tang. Like the drink Tang.
It's a good drink.
It is a good drink.
What's up with your tang?
Alright.
I'm like, what's happening? This
Yeah,
is my
what's-
spiritual
What's
weapon.
with tang, dude?
What is up with my test?
Have Sark.
I like this lineup though, because now I'm just gonna act like a bowling ball, and just fucking riggedy wreck 'em.
I'm really hoping what I'm gonna do is gonna work out because I'm hoping that like a couple of you do go before me, so it'd be great if it worked out.
So how far can I dash?
Dash is your movement.
How
So
dashing
30
are you?
feet, and you can use that as a bonus action.
You can only do it up to your charisma modifier before taking exhaustion.
Endurance, Constitution.
Oh, Constitution.
But if you dash,
So-
you'll lose your stealth.
When I use my bonus action.
So you don't necessarily lose your stealth. You just, if you want to keep your stealth, you move at half movement. So you can do your movement. You have movement, one action, and a bonus action. Your movement can be your 30 feet. If you want to keep your stealth, it's 15 feet. And then your dash action would be your bonus, and you could also stealth through that, so it would be another 15 feet. So it would be a total of 30 feet of movement.
You could get up to them with that.
But then you couldn't do anything.
30.
No, he'd still have his action.
Really?
Yeah,
That's not
because
good.
rogues can use their bonus
That's right.
to
Would
dash.
be
You also, though, just as a heads up,
15, 20.
Yeah.
And so if you use your dash, you can get up to them.
Wait. 5.
Ethan, you also do have your dagger is ranged
Yeah.
too, so you can throw it from a range.
So it's 5, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah, I thought you said you weren't close quarters, so you might not want to get too close to him.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my. Yeah, I'm gonna use my dagger on him.
Okay.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
Yeah.
So what's my
Yep,
what's my regular attack?
So it's just gonna be your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity bonus. So it should be a +7 to your roll.
What's
Yeah,
my
that's.
proficiency?
Do you
it's
wanna-
just that? That's everything already added up for you.
Yeah. So before you throw it though, do you want to activate its ability?
Yeah.
Because you can only do that once per day.
Yeah, and it lasts for a minute
Oh,
or until it attacks.
Yes.
interesting.
So you're gonna
Wow.
activate its ability and
Just his
then
thing.
let it off for a throw. Go ahead, roll an attack.
One is this thing.
It's a dagger that returns.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
I'm just discovering what
Plus
it is.
7.
3 plus
I
7.
assumed that.
10.
Like, earlier.
Unfortunately, goes wide. You see it go right past him, stick into the dirt, and then poofs and reappears in your sheath. The venom is still active, though.
Yeah, it's active for a minute.
So it's like ranger abilities where it doesn't turn off until it like hits someone.
It's just a special effect that lasts for a minute or until it's struck.
Okay.
Also, yeah, you do know what that dice is, right? It's a top-down dice?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it swirls down.
It was doing me good
It's
until it
random.
started doing me real dirty.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
So then do you want to move or do anything? You want to stay where you are?
I'm gonna stay with it where
Alright.
I am and hide.
Cool.
Just so we're clear about what that top-down dice thing means, because I don't know you understand what we're talking about. It's not the best dice for rolling in a D&D situation because it's
Yeah, it goes from 1. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you have a 50-50
He
chance
knows.
of either highs or lows. Sark, your turn.
So bonus action, Shield of Faith on him.
Do you have to touch them?
60 feet.
Nope.
There you go.
hooah.
I can't remember. It's a
+2, right?
Yeah, it's a +2 to your AC.
Okay, thank you.
And then I'm just gonna start screaming for Timora.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm just gonna fucking swing at the front dude.
All right.
Nice.
I fucking miss. It's 9.
Misses. All right. Their turns. So let's see. The one that you just swung at, he's gonna take a step over and be right in front of you, square up with you, Sark. And I need you to make a. Let's see where it is. There we go. I have to make the roll actually. Ooh, crit.
I don't like that. Stop that.
Yeah, that's not good. So he reaches his hand out. You see his eyes go black for a second as he mutters some infernal words and does a hand casting that you're somewhat familiar with.
Although
You
I
don't-
can use my armor's ability to.
if you would like to.
Yeah, I would.
Okay, so you can turn to a normal hit. So
Yeah.
make sure you mark. Oh, you don't have it here.
I don't have it, but I
You
only
have 3
have
uses, 2 uses.
two uses.
Two
per day.
uses, yeah. So you have one more of those left. And he reaches his hand out and gets a clip underneath your plate armor, touches skin, and you feel as this necrotic energy surges through your skin. You take take 12 points of necrotic damage. All right, that is his turn. The other two are going to spread out. This one in the back here, he's going to move over there. If someone would do that for me, thank you very much.
Right there?
Yep. And this one right here is going to move over here. Thank you very much. They are only aware of Sark and Nonami right now, so the both of them are going to... I need you to make 2 dexterity saving throws.
Me?
Yep.
Jesus fuck! Another 6? Wait,
I
dexterity
hate your
saving
dice
throws.
so much.
7.
7 is 1, okay.
Oh my god, 3.
I hate his dice so much.
I hate your dice.
Yeah.
I only
because
have
your
one now.
Yeah, well, your
Whatever happened to the good one was
your
the black
characters
one.
are so good, and like, yet your dice just let you down.
I know.
Alright, so you take...
You need to get a new set of dice, man.
You take a total of 6 points of radiant damage as 2 red burning flames burn up around you. It is the 3 of theirs' turn. They have ended. Morthos, it is now your turn.
We'll see if we can take one out. First shot. I'm going to cast Sleep on this guy right here.
Okay.
I'm going to do it at a 2nd level spell.
Okay, roll 5d8.
Nope. Get to roll 7d8.
You're doing it at second level.
Yes.
Okay.
I need some d8s because I only got 1, 2, 3,
You can always just roll them twice. Too.
4, 5. 5 is good. I'll just roll 2 extra afterwards. 6. Okay. Fork it over, Dan.
So who are you pointing at? You're pointing at that guy?
That guy
Okay,
right
so it
there.
won't catch anyone else.
No. Because nobody's in a 20. Actually, 5, 10, 15. It'll catch this guy. He's in 20-foot range.
Okay.
Okay. So, before I do the damage, I'm also going to
It's
do...
not any damage.
What?
You're trying to see if you
Oh,
can affect
okay.
them.
Before I do... Well,
You're trying to get more than their hit point total.
okay. Well, can I still do empowered spell?
Which does...
Well, actually, that's damage, so I can't do that. Reroll number of damage dice up to your charisma modifier.
Yeah, you're not doing damage.
Okay, so I'm not doing damage. Alright, so 8, 15, 22, 23, 26, 30, 32. It's probably not going to put him to sleep.
You do not see this guy fall.
Yep, thought so.
Spell still goes off, though.
Yes, it does. I knew I should have waited, but I was hoping to roll more than that. That is the end of my turn.
No to me.
Nanami.
Alright.
Thank you.
I walk mainly nonchalantly, brush off my clothes because I'm on fire apparently. Or kind of,
It's,
you know.
yeah, it's not real fire.
Yeah, I just kind of brush myself off. You know, these attacks are pathetic. Your lives are about to end. You should really just give up. I was hoping to do this easier, and I as I put my hand out to Eldritch Blast, a Fairy Cargo also releases.
Okay, go ahead and get your attack with Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast! That'd be a 16.
16 hits.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And you are attacking
the one that's,
that one.
I'm sorry, I should have.
No,
Oh
it's-
yeah, that one. Did you give me back my D8? That's pretty good. That's D10. Sorry, it's been a bit. That's. Is it this one?
That's D10.
Okay, thank you. I'm having a hard time. So, hey yeah. That would be only 6 damage.
6 damage. Alright.
Wait, what level are we?
4.
4. Okay. So yeah, 6 damage.
All
And
right.
then I catch a Fury Carco before it flies.
Battle
out of my hand.
ready.
Yeah. I'll pull
All
out the
right.
battle axe too.
You hear laughter come from behind you up in the air. You talk. And you see this fiendish figure fly down and land right next to you. Another one comes in. And would you move him to right there? Yes. Lands in. You see their red infernal wings spreading out behind them, horns sprouting from their heads, long whipped tails.
The guys that took the thing in the first place?
No.
No.
The ones that took the thing in the first place were very fleshy and bony and didn't really look alive. These things look very much like humanoid-like figures, but obviously fiendish.
Yeah.
All right. So, on their turns, the one behind you, he's gonna move up one more there, right behind you, Nonami, and he's gonna get 2 swings in with his spear. And it's going to be a... One's a 22, the other's a 17.
Both hit.
All right. Lo rolls a total of 8 points of piercing damage to you.
Scrata.
And
Scrap
then
the dude.
Don't forget
the one
you have
in the
plus 2 to your
center
AC.
there
He
is
cleared it
going
by one.
to... He's going to stick his hand out towards Sark and mutter some infernal words. Does anyone speak Abyssal? Okay, so you guys don't know what he says.
Abyssal?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Abyssal?
Yeah. I need a wisdom saving throw from you, Sark.
Oof.
5.
Big
5.
brain.
All right.
Big
So,
brain.
You hear this.
No,
creature-
sorry. That's 8.
8. Okay.
Because
So
I forgot I'm proficient in wisdom.
you see it stick its hand out,
Missile?
mutter some word to the missile, and then that word, that phrase echoes in your head. You hear it like racking your brain, and then it comes clear, and you hear the words in common, and it just says flee. And on your turn, you turn and start running in the opposite direction.
From him?
Yes.
From him.
Do I have to move?
Yes.
Damn it.
So back up to the top of the round. Lar.
This is gonna be my last round.
This is not going to go well. I just want everybody to know that. I'm already bummed about how bad this is going.
5,
Not
10,
bad yet.
15. That's sneaking.
Roll a stealth check for me.
Oof. But don't you have advantage?
He's not hiding.
Well, I'm sneaking.
You're not hiding. You have to take the hide action.
He's hiding in plain sight.
14.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my silver short swords and just fucking stab him.
You do only get 1 swing though, but you can swing with one of them. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And your venom's still active on your dagger.
Yeah, but yeah. 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 20.
You have advantage.
18.
And what were you swinging with? The dagger or the sword?
Short sword.
Short sword. So you do hit and you get sneak attack.
D6 piercing plus 4 and then 2d6 after that. 8. 11. 15.
15. All right. Good hit.
And using my cunning action, I can disengage and dash, or
Disengage or dash as a bonus action. So disengage allows you to take your movement without provoking an attack of opportunity.
so.
Just get as far away from it as possible.
15, 20, 25, 30.
All right. Sark.
Yeah.
Your
Can I
turn.
swing before I
Yeah.
have to run?
Nope.
Damn it. How far do I have to run?
You gotta move.
Let's take a second before we keep going, though, because there is something I need to say to him specifically. I'm about to start working during the day,
Okay.
and that's probably going to be during the week. Is there going to be a day that's best for you to play? If weekends? If we, we'll talk about this later between you guys, obviously, and I'm sorry about changing things up so frequently, but that might be a possibility if you want. So,
Any day except for Wednesday for me.
but yeah, well,
Yeah, weekends because I typically work early during the week.
okay, because if we can make it easier for you, that'd be great.
Move it back to Saturday nights.
Yeah.
Done.
I'm down.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Are you not down?
Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
It was fun. It's good to see you. Glad to hear
you
you're glad to hear you're coming back.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Ah!
awesome. That's the fourth person
Beige.
in the party.
We'll probably just finish up this round anyways, and then.
So I'll just run away and then I'll go home.
So you turn to start fleeing. This person gets an attack of opportunity on you.
Yay.
And that is right over here. All right, so he's gonna swing on you with a dagger. No big dagger. Sorry, didn't crit. You gonna use your second thing?
Yeah.
All right, so turn to a normal hit.
You've been crit on twice in like 2 rounds.
And it is total of 6 points of piercing damage. And the spell fades because you took damage. So you start to use your movement to run away. You still have your action and your bonus. And you still have the rest of your movement.
How far away did I run?
You didn't run at all.
Okay, cool. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna look. I still have action and my bonus action.
Yes. And technically your movement because you didn't move. You
Okay.
started to move.
Okay.
Well, you would have had to move 5 foot
I'm just
away.
gonna block.
And then 5. Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast mirror image from my armor.
Okay.
We do that once a day.
Okay.
Are you making contact?
Yeah, right. I have the spell up 3 copies of me, and I roll whenever someone attacks to see if it hits.
Correct.
And then I don't know whether does that count as an action?
That's action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna move back up to this mother asshole.
Okay. That's your turn?
Yep.
Alright. Person in front of you is going to go for inflict wounds again. And is going to go for a spell touch attack.
Oh my god.
Does he fucking crit?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I quit.
It's my death.
He's
dice.
It's okay. He hits one of the copies.
He's cheating.
Okay, definitely. So the copy just poofs.
It's 10. It has a hit points of 11. So it might not poof. Bitch. Probably will poof.
Yeah. After I heard the second roll, I was like,
Well, it's
"Am I-"
also a crit, so it probably will poof.
Alright, come on, Spencer.
30.
That's the math.
It definitely
Yeah, that's the math poop.
It poops. So you have 2 left. That's his turn. The one, let's see.
Yeah, get right home.
Yeah.
One,
Fuck you, walk
right here. He's gonna turn around and he's gonna try and Sacred Flame LR. So that is it's a Dexterity saving throw from LR, which it's a 20. It's a save, doesn't hit. The other one is going to Dexterity saving throw from Nonomi. Sacred Flame you.
Jesus Christ, 3.
All right.
What
you
the
take
fuck, dude?
He's rolling high. We're rolling
Please
low.
get
Take
some
8
new
points of damage
dice.
of radiant damage.
I can't. Give me like a couple months and yeah, you'll see some new dice probably.
It's only
8 points of
$12.
radiant damage. Morthos, your turn.
I'm going to.
That was Ethan on his bike.
Yep.
That thing sounds so good.
I don't like the way it sounds.
I'm gonna.
It sounds too electric.
I kind of dig it.
I'm gonna witch bolt him.
Okay.
That fucking roll. 12.
Does not hit.
Fuck this game!
Mark off the spell. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Nonomi.
Fuck.
Talks a lot of shit, know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, and I'm gonna keep talking shit. I turn around and I pull out a potion, chug it, and
Okay.
slap myself on the chest and cast false
False life.
false life.
Yeah. So potion health, bonus action.
Let's see.
False life action.
2d4. 4, 5, 6. Let me take care of all
Yeah.
the numbers. 3, so
He's just trying to kill us at this point.
I know, right?
And then false life is 1d4 plus 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 temporary. And then I smile at the demon thingy and I say, "You're talking real big shit for somebody who's about to die."
He just smiles at you.
Oh my god.
Yep.
And then he's about to fuck on you.
Yeah.
Probably, but I'm not gonna go down without shit talking.
You wanna fuck on me?
I'll fuck on you!
This guy's just gonna laugh at you, and as you see his wings go wide as he starts to float and hover back away from you, you can get an opportunity attack if you want.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, Spencer.
Oh,
There's one. That's a 19. Do I crit?
No.
Do I have the thing?
No.
Why do I have 2 Eldritch Blasts here? That's weird. Okay. 1d8. 8. D8. D8. D8.
Did you get like the highest number you can get? He's like,
What is it, 3?
Oh,
it
D10,
looks
sorry,
Like an A
D10,
from here.
D10,
It looks like an
D10.
A from here.
Wait, no, D8. Plus 3. So 3 plus 3 is 6 damage.
Alright.
I'm glad you could do math.
Look like an
It's really hard for me.
That went way far away from where you put it. Sorry.
You see him float up about 10 feet away from you, 5 foot out, 10 foot up. His spear in his hand. He just lifts his clawed fingers up, palm open, and you see this red glow. He just shoots off these 2 red rays.
Is it a red ray of frost?
Yes, it's a red ray of frost.
Can we hit rewind or reset?
First one is 19 against your AC.
Hits?
Second one is more than 19
That
against your AC.
more than hits.
I'm over it.
You take 11 points of fire damage.
Okay, so
We're doing so bad.
The other one is going to.
If we fail this mission, Sark's just gonna go on like a soul-searching journey.
The other one is going to go up towards LR and is going to stab at him with
We're
his.
just
spear.
kidding.
8 plus 7 hits. 19
I
does
call
hit.
a meeting for a reset button.
4 is 7 points of damage.
you might want. I just moved another one. If you're trying to like
What?
make sure.
I'll take a picture
it's-
too
it's
before.
alright, yeah.
All right, and that is the end of the round. We'll go back to the top of the round, and we'll just call it right there since you
Yep.
gotta go as well.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.